A decomposing body found in the Knysna Reservoir. This is a reservoir which carries potable water for the community in that area. Now, it is kind of old news already because this body was found on the 26th of November already, and they've already emptied the reservoir, and they're waiting to refill it because there's an investigation. Now, I don't want to discuss the news article as such because it's already old news. I want to discuss the fact that this body, this decomposing body, was found in a reservoir of potable water, and how this is again a problem in South Africa with infrastructure which is managed by municipalities, which in the end are controlled by the government, the ANC government. And no, it's got nothing to do with race. It's not a racist post, and nothing I say is intended to be racist. It is purely meant to be to show the world that we have a problem in South Africa, and that problem is an ANC problem, a government structure or organization which has no ability or will to really look after the people of this country. South Africa is in decline, and here is yet again another example where a reservoir has no proper security. They say there's security, but the residents admit that there hasn't been a lock on this reservoir for a very long time. So potentially someone could even have poisoned them. Imagine if this had been in an American town or city and people start getting sick or saying, hold on, my coffee is tasting a little funny this morning. And they had to discover that it is because of a decomposing body which is in their potable water reservoir. It is a matter of not looking after infrastructure, not caring about the people. The problem goes even further in that the entire Knysna area has a water problem. And unfortunately, the main problems these kind of towns experience, water shortages, power, etc., infrastructure, is due to poor maintenance. And here I am going to compare it to the old South African government, not to compare race versus race, but governance. A government, a group of people running the country who not just maintained a country, but built a country. People who cared about people. Now, for all their faults, yes, there are those, but there was governance. Why? What is different in this country now? The ANC, an organization that does not care about the people. And I'm not just talking about a specific selected group of people, I'm talking about the entire South Africa. The ANC does not care about people. They care about money in their back pockets or enriching their friends and comrades. The ANC does not care about people. It's been 30, next year, 2024, when we have elections, it will be 30 years since the ANC has taken over rule of South Africa. And in the process, we have just seen the country fall apart slowly. Fuel has become incredibly expensive. Our rail network has completely almost collapsed, actually. And even our ports, Durban Harbour and the Ports Authority, Transnet admits they can't do anything there because they need a bailout. Why does Transnet, which was built by one government, need now to be bailed out? It was a working infrastructure. And if you have never mind being built, just maintain it. But where's the development of the country? I'm not just talking about maintenance, development of public infrastructure, state-owned infrastructure, but rather everything falls apart. Our police service falling apart. Even traffic. There's almost no traffic law remaining that's being implemented. It's bribery from top to bottom, corruption, fraud. And at some point, the government is going to be the cause of social collapse, where riots and protests are going to turn into a war situation. Unfortunately, those who vote for the ANC and keep them in power are not the ones who are able to even watch this video. They are the poor people out there who are threatened by the ANC with dark promises of, if you do not vote for the ANC, then the people who oppressed you will take over again, which is completely untrue. There are many other parties out there which people can vote for, who have an opportunity to run the country and build it again. And it is time that the ANC is gotten rid of. It is time that the rest of the world realize that the ANC is South Africa's problem and stop supporting the ANC.